another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. 19, double one, high. Out.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, come on, two.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 36-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Young quickly to the flat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat. A 1st down.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Red, strike, blue, 30, red, yellow. Black, red, slide through. Ready?
Young will set to throw.
He gets this into the hands of Judkins.
He's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury. White. Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. He's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. And it's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21G, 21G. Watch it, Oscar.
Now Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. There on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
20, TX.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
That's caught inside the 20. And way in for Cincinnati score.
Alec Pierce,
61 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Tua going to throw. Now he'll take this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it.
There we go.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's home. Way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
97. Black Hole, touch.
Young. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Black, 95. Touch.
3rd down, Young from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Down a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You've got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Once again, it's Irvin. And they'll be inside the
5 now at the 34-yard line.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs.
Now Jones wants to change it up. In motion, Hollins. Irving. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
Just tackled him.
For a Steeler touchdown.
Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
10 black, red, yellow, black ultra.
Young to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 10.
Down.
That's
52 blue, 6, mega.
and my
Claws red. Steel, black. Blaster, six. Fury, yellow. Ready?
Throwing, Young.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Light blue. Black shot. Red, cycle. Beetle blue. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
4th down, Young.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Complete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing Jones.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Steelers.
Now Jones.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught off the back, Judge, right there to say incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hang.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Young now.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And
this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready, right. Ready.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. And I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, my
God. Is tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Black, 95, black, opposite.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Green jacket. Needle blue. Smash, red. Red,
They go play action. Young. Short throw has got Kraft. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now here's Young. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Ready.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down.
Black ultra.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had
a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Kirk, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Jones. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Red, blue, yellow, black, 95, black, red, drill, green. Set, hut.
Young. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
Jackson, Jackson. Drill, 52. Green, back. Edo, blue. White, white. Red, yellow.
Now Young. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Alec Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Young going to move him around. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I'm sure this isn't a nominal thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Pass caught by Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Steelers first down. A gain of 18.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Big.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Tua going to try and throw for it, and he'll get in as they're backward in his score now. The lead's down to 7. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Ready. Fight. Striker.
Young will set to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Young. Setting up the screen for Jenkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but
but they'll say it's incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Go now. Ready?
Shotgun's going to run it out of the gun.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yellow, 22. 22 needles. Blue, black, hole throw. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
For the field goal of 45 yards.
This is up and good. Franklin Yarrow.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, 21G, 21G. Ready, T. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now. The 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Tua going to throw to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Steelers have the first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run. This is Pierce. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Black, 95, white, white.
Young. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. They're right here. Ice jam. Ice jam.
Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's second down.
21G, 21. Watch it, Oscar.
Now Tua. He's got him in. Complete. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Jones. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Bengals 31. Steelers.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this is going to be snuffed down. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of